Might as well get started. Oh, sorry about any sounds I just made. I had to readjust some things and I forgot to mute the mic for a second first. We're going to, we'll say we're at the locals. The Undead Settlement is where the first audition for Dance Souls takes place. Now, there's a couple of things that we need to do that I'd forgotten about on the last stream because, you know, migraine. I have to go get the Moundmaker's Covenant, which is pretty simple. And I have to go get the Warriors of Sunlight Covenant, which is, you know, pretty awesome. Praise the sun, etc. That's the meme. So let's switch over to... There we are. Now you ought to be able to see. Barb is just a spunky young lass trying to make it to regional. She's not real spunky. In fact, she's got chronic depression. You can see it on her face. She's been hardened by years on the streets. But she's gonna try, damn it. She's gonna try and make life better for her and her family. By cutting this fucker in half. I did a bit of exploration off stream just so I could get my bearings again. It's been a long time since I played this, and a lot of the areas, including this one, are long and maze-like. So, I'm now a couple of levels higher, nothing major. But you'll notice I'm now wearing chainmail, which is, you know, perfect for dancing. I don't know why that's already broken. That was not me. Believe me, that doesn't normally stay broken. I came through here about 3 times. That was a silly thing to get hit by. It's all okay, though. I've basically got things memorized now. Rip and tear, rip and tear, rip and tear your guts. Let's do this area before we go on to get Moundmakers. And let's actually get Warriors of Sunlight first, because I believe Warriors of after getting Moundmakers, you have to bone back, which means resetting enemy positions. You're huge. Your gut also huge. That's. Why is some stuff broken? I don't understand. Stuff's not supposed to stay broken. Something's screwed up. I think the Havoc physics fucked up, and stuff just fell apart when I spawned in. Which, you know, that's par for the course for these games. Just don't tell that to the fan base at large. They'll get really angry. Oh, that hurt. Certainly more than it was intended wanted to. Yeah, knew she was gonna do that. There we go. This guy. Knock him on his butt. Her hat is also huge. And I wish she would drop her hat, because I do really like wearing her hat. Oh, I love 100% physical resist on shields. Oh, I don't know how people play without that early in these games. I guess by doing a lot more rolling than I tend to do. If you're using large weapons, rolling tends to put you off balance, so you want to only do it when you need to. Small weapons, they're a lot easier to recover from. So yeah, it makes perfect sense. Still don't know why you'd want to go without 100% resistance. I'm sure it's a popular thing to have 100% resist on your shield. Just not 100% necessary for all builds. Okay. When the fuck did you spawn in? That was surprising. That guy doesn't normally... Oh wait, I did go all the way down the hall. Never mind. Don't I feel silly? Yeah, I just watched it happen on the television because it's about a minute behind. Alright, just waiting for my health to go back up before doing this next bit. As we only have one viewer, but I can clearly see that there's two viewers, myself and you. It's freaking dashboard, right? Alright, just keep shooting that until you decide that you've lost sight of me. Good job. Oh right, there's the one on the other side too. Alright, his corpse falls to the ground. Oh, and I put down my shield right as this fuck fired on me. Oh, come on. Alright, we done there? Yay. That ready? Come on. Alright, we're ready to go. Hi. Bye. Hi. Bye. Alright, there's the Moundmaker's Covenant guy. I was gonna do Sunlight Warriors first. Oh well, doesn't matter. Sunlight Warriors! Now this guy over here would look at and immediately assume that he's an enemy. But if you talk to a guy nearby, tells you that this guy lost his grandmother, and now he just carries the cage that she was stuck in on his back forever. Of course, that cage is also the portal to another place. So it's all good. Really, he just walks off. Barb just lays there. You never did this? This is the only way to get mound makers early in the game, otherwise you have to wait till much later. But he's friendly. He's your friend. That's so sad that you killed him. All he wants is his grandmother back.
Well, what's up? This pit is for hollows, not for the likes of you sane folk. Or perhaps you are a hollow, posing as otherwise?
I mean, no.
No, of course you're not. That's what you mad fools always say. But we'll
like
all be
this
mad
guy.
soon enough. And should you be undead, well, all the more so. Beware, the shackles of the gods are fragile. You might need this. Etch it on your heart if you feel your sanity slipping.
Mound Maker's Covenant.
Come here to pile up your victims, for that will form your anchor. You'll see when you go mad. They'll be your family.
He's basically the Cheshire Cat.
You'll go mad one day, but not today. Take my advice. Use this bone and leave this place. This pit is for hollows, and for the occasional madman fond of piling up victims. You've better things to do, I'd hope.
You'll note that this is also where you fight the giant tree. So it's sort of an alternate version of that place.
This pit is for hollows. You've...
I've never used this. I don't like doing invasion covenants really, but maybe I'll do some this stream just to see how that goes. Of course, the netcode in Dark Souls 3 is so bad that PvP is essentially hopeless. You just gotta swing and it'll show you hitting someone, but they won't take damage because on their screen they didn't get hit, or vice versa. It's a lot of just random swinging. Hello, carving. Is it me you're looking for? yeah, running strikes with this thing are actually weaker than its regular attacks. I'd completely forgotten that. Not true for every weapon, but certainly true for... Excuse me. Certainly true for a lot of the larger ones. Let's see if this stuff's broken again. No, no, it's fine this time. Oh, hey there, little monkey fella. Speaking of Carl Pilkington. Dude. Two rude dudes. Here's the other rude dude. Gotta get that Warriors of Sunlight Covenant. I'm having a few frame rate issues here and there. Oh. There we go. Oh, I guess I'm running out of arrows because it didn't restore me to a 99. Of course, Grey Rat's in the middle of his existential crisis, which later becomes morning. Right now, he can barely accept that she's dead.
Come to me.
Okay. Fucked that up real bad. Oh. Oh, I hate that spell. Homes in just a little bit too well. You cut that out. Gnawing. Exactly. It's, gnawing. Love how she just kind of rolls her eyes when she looks down. Of course, she's always kind of rolling her eyes. There was another guy down here. Oh, there he is. Ooh, lots of blood. Go. Now the Mound Maker, not Mound Makers, already got Mound Makers. The Warriors of Sunlight is around here somewhere. The altar's been kind of buried. Already done that and opened the door. Just walk down the stairs. The Estus soup. No marks or no messages on the walls. I know it's in this building. Time for rolling. Huh, it's a cave. The hole. Wary of monster. Right. I thought Warriors of Sunlight was in this building. Drink this Estus soup. Delicious. Come on. Not cool. Rolling required ahead. Try guard, then stun and stab. Could this be an ambush? By the way, be wary of above. That's mine. There we go. Roll when necessary. Don't always roll. There's my little monkey fellas. Time for jumping off. Now. Let there be locking on. Ha ha ha. Ow. Alright, I had thought Warriors of Sunlight was in here. I'm gonna have to... No, Warriors of Sunlight is very early in this one. No, I see. I already have it. You just kind of find the Covenant. I forgot I'd already picked it up. Because you don't get an event for it. This one. The altar is what's in Lothric Castle. Maybe I should try out Mound Makers. That'd be interesting. But I don't want to. Alright, so we've got all of that. I like what it says on the wiki here. The player's white summon sign will now be golden. The player will shine with gross incandescence in bold while summoned into another player's world. Upon achieving one's purpose when summoned, blah blah blah, sunlight metal, blah blah blah. Red eye orb will make you orange. Members of this covenant that invade have a prioritization for hosts that already have an invader present for some jolly cooperation. That's wonderful. Okay, we've got Cornus. We need the grave key. Next step is to get the grave key. Which means going through the sewer, I suppose. Can you refresh your page? I'm gonna refresh mine as well. It doesn't seem to be updating my my information. Oh look, it's a whole new Dark Souls. The darkest Souls yet. Yes, exactly. And I will be right back after I refresh my dashboard. Still not showing up correctly. It's very irritating, Twitch. And now it says we have 2 viewers, which it should say 3, so whatever. Yeah, for some reason, Kristen, it's not showing you as a viewer. Maybe you're in invisible mode or something? Doesn't say 3 on my end. So I guess it's just decided that someone doesn't count on my end. It's very irritating. Hopefully the numbers show correctly when the stream's over. Thankfully her spell has a much wider hitbox than my arrows. This is not where I need to be though. Well, this is one way I can get there. Just not the way I prefer to go. Alright, now it says 3, so hooray. No, now it says 2 again. Twitch just cannot make up its frickin' mind. Oh, whoops. I swung the wrong way. Yeah, I have a feeling Twitch is gonna fudge my numbers again. No, this was the wrong way. Shit. That's fine, we'll just bone back. Gravity Rush looks like something that would give me motion sickness very quickly. Oh, of course the third dog still runs out there and starts killing people. Look, I saved you all. Now I can stare at the city some more without trying to get through. Wait. I don't have a thriller dance. fuck did you come from? I was having fun, asshole. There we go. Guy's a dick. Oh. Go. I honestly wish there was more music in these games. I know they're trying to go for ominous with the sound design, but a lot of the time it just comes off as kind of boring. Oh, I rolled way too early. And I died. That's new. I swear, Andy, every time you come into the stream. That was my first death of the day, so... And it was to a pretty easy enemy. Little embarrassing, that's all. You have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Poleaxe. It's more like a mace. First time I heard the word mace was in an old Three Stooges cartoon. I think it was Curly Joe. It says he's holding up a morning star, and he bonks Mo on the head with it and says it's a mace. No, it might have been Larry. And Mo grabs it and says, "I'll mace you in a minute." This place has a super Barovia Ravenloft sort of feel already, and I like it. Yeah, this game definitely goes for a different kind of atmosphere than the first two. The first two just have that very oppressive, drab, dark atmosphere through most of them, while this game goes for a more twisted, rotting feel. I absolutely approve of the art direction that they went with. As I was complaining about yesterday, can't freaking combo arrows in this, so shooting your bow is a lot slower. come this way. Come this way or I'm gonna pull out my bow again. I hate that spell so much, the swarm. Oh, come on. I rolled in plenty of time there. I honestly probably rolled too soon. Alright, we'll take the quick way around town. There's 2 directions, I believe, that I can go. That'll get me to the area I need to go to. Okay, I forgot they were there. I thought I'd cleared all of them. I forgot that there was literally 10,000. And I died again. God damn it. Yeah, now I'm doing poorly. I'm doing fine and now I'm doing poorly. I don't know what actually is causing that. I thought it was very Tim Burton, honestly, but that's actually not a bad description of Tim Burton's artwork either. This is Dark Souls' punishing failure, by the way. Making me go back a short distance and making me correct the mistake that I made the last time. This is why people say it's one of the most punishing game series in existence, because there is literally no punishment for losing, dying, or playing poorly. Makes perfect sense, apparently. Okay, I think I can avoid their congregation entirely. Let's just grab this. Figure out anyone else back here. Yeah, this guy, for instance. Oh, come on, dude. I think I've got the whole worker set now. Brutal difficulty. Relentless. Biggest penis. Massive. That is exactly correct. People have turned this lovely art installation of a game series into a biggest dick contest. You know, like people who brag about how expensive their whiskey is, while not actually enjoying it. I am getting hit a lot more than I should be. Again, as I've said many times, it's because I'm rushing. Alright, now a guy drops from the ceiling here. I take him out, before he gets a chance to swing, because that flamberge hurts. Oh yeah, this game's got less demons and more zombies. Which is good or bad depending on your taste in demons and zombies. Oh, that's what I should have done. Should have just popped to the other bonfire. Lock-on works for shit in this game. Like, you know, I complained about the lock-on that moves around funny in Dark Souls 2. In this one, it just refuses to lock on to anything half the time. Oh yeah, I love that slave mask. That thing's amazing. Could be dragon. We should have called it Spider Age. Yeah, that's how I felt about Dragon Age as well. Like, there's a lot of spiders in this game, and there's like 2 dragons. It's the age of Arachnius. Oh my god, see, it would not lock on there. I tapped lock on the second one, because that's another thing, is it doesn't auto switch to your next target. It just removes lock on entirely, and that's a very bad thing. So while there were quality of life improvements, there was also quality of life detriments, I suppose. Bye-bye. I'm surprised I haven't gotten any randos on the Dark Souls 3 streams yet. I thought this was one that was popular for people to pop into. Bro, roll way too soon. Alright, now we head into the sewers? Right? Sewers are up ahead? After that big empty field, I think. Which is down this way. Yeah, here we are. Think these guys ever aggro. Yep. Alright, come on, brah. Or you're just gonna turn around, I guess? Alright, we can finish this. Got him.
Oh, cleanse that bastard's curse.
Oh, I hate that friggin' book swing. What gets me. Every time. It's not really a way for me to counter it.
Come to me.
End her life. It's the one thing in Dark Souls. There's plenty of Dark Souls. Can't get them on false advertising. You got it. You got it. About to get to Big Friend. Yeah, I'm getting real close to Big Friend. Big Friend is awesome. Andy, you'll like Big Friend. Oh, I've also got to go see Small Blind Friend. Small schizophrenic blind friend. I'm gonna actually try to help her this time instead of getting Egon's hammer. Seems like the thing to do. There you go, come on. Come at me. Yeah, Big Friend is amazing. He helps you out quite a few times, and as far as anyone can tell, his plotline ends abruptly, but he's so good. Oh, don't throw that shit at me. Keep your pots to yourself. Only don't play that, etc. Oh, shit. Ooh, that hurt. That was nasty. I think his plotline ends when you take all the branches. Oh. So we kill him. Damn.
Another one of those unkindled, are you? All you faceless undead, behaving as if you deserve respect. No matter.
This is Egon.
Heed my words. If you've any sense, you'll go find a coffin to huddle up inside. You, here, in this land of hollows. You're like a frail maiden on the front lines. If like
You'll
the
note.
others, you're fool enough to play the champion, then go on ahead. Traipse right past the abandoned church. You'll face death.
No, the hollow are still hollow.
And it won't be pretty. Enough death to leave you broken. Time after time. Yeah.
The squirrel, after Squirrel took the throne, the loop in time started all over again. So, the Unkindled began to appear, and they are the only ones who are now eligible, I suppose, to take the thrones of the lords. Also, if you've watched Dark Souls 1 or played Dark Souls 1, you'll notice that Egon is basically the Asylum Demon. He's a man dressed in armor that looks like the Asylum Demon, and he's holding the Asylum Demon's hammer.
If, like the others, you're fool enough to play the champion, then go on ahead. Traipse right past.
Alright. She's stuck in there. Egon's keeping an eye on her, but he can't free her either. He figures she's just safer in her jail cell. Alright, now we gotta go through the sewers. So I've already beaten the rat. I did run through here once off stream. Gotta be safe. But he reappears, he just won't drop the blood bite ring this time. Now this is what we need the jail key for. Oh, meant to do that. And now we're through our first traipse through the sewers. Now that door is open, which will let me easily get from one half of the settlement to the other. I just realized that I forgot to open one of the doors back there, and I better do that, because otherwise things become a giant pain in the ass later. Oh, that's the wrong spell. But let's light this bonfire so I can get back here quickly later. Big friend is up ahead. He's not so much a friend at the very start, or when you first meet him. But then you ask him nicely, and he's like, okay, I'll be your friend. But yes, unless you commit a particular grievous sin, you cannot hollow in this game. They talk about it as unlocking your true potential, but really I believe it's draining, taking the sin of a sinner on yourself, which actually kind of seems like a nice thing to do, but it's a, oh, it doesn't open from this side. Never mind, great curse-ridden tree ahead. That's funny. But there's a whole plot line about the hollowing. Alright, let's head back to the shrine real quick. We've got plenty of souls that we don't want to lose. 14k is quite a bit at this point in the game. It's like 2 levels and a bunch of shit.
Welcome
Right now
host.
I'm working on raising my equipment
Very well,
load,
then take
which
note.
is quite important. Considering the giant weapons we're going to be wielding later.
Farewell, Ash.
I already know what endgame armor I'm going to be using too.
Ah, well met, Ashen.
That... Grey Rat sell... No wait, she sells bones. That's shields. Okay, nothing else I need from her.
Ashen one. Oh.
Do I have enough Titanite to upgrade my Claymore again?
Ah, 'tis good one needs.
I do. Alright. Claymore plus 3. After that, it's 2 large Titanite shards. You need a lot more Titanite to upgrade in this game, but you also get a lot more Titanite. Alright, back to the dilapidated bridge. Claymore, now even more. That's good. I like that. Right, there's another priest set up ahead too, interestingly. Oh, see, that shade has the, what's her called? Baptist's hat or whatever. I'm so happy. Alright, that's Big Friend's house. Or one of these towers is. That one, there it is. And as you can see, he's not immediately a big friendly. Okay. Yeah, he aims right at me. Until later. It's a wizard tower if I ever saw one. I mean, it's a tower. There ain't no wizard there. Oh. Alright, we get inside here. Shit. And we don't come back for that stuff until we make friends. Nope. Missed. That dude got wrecked. It's a simple misunderstanding. He thinks I'm hollow, and he's trying to cull the hollows who no longer have souls anyway. Or at least their souls aren't attached to them. Or at least their souls aren't functioning in tune with their body. I'm not 100% sure how it goes, if I'm being honest. Baalista. I forget his real name. Alright, now I can open this door from this side. Now I've got to continue with... I'm supposed to go back and see Winnie the Pooh now, aren't I? Now this is what's left of one of the giants from Dark Souls 2. This is what happens when they hollow, is this guy. I think I'm supposed to go back and see Winnie the Pooh now. Because that's where I get the next ashes. No, okay. The Mortician's ashes are up ahead. I don't remember where I'm supposed to go to make friends with the guy, though. It's not after Curse Rotted Greatroot. It's gotta be through here. Let's go see Winnie the Pooh, shall we? Talk to Winnie the Pooh and Ballista at the same time. They're both in the elevator tower. Right. See, that's what I thought. Dog, are you okay? I don't think that's how that's supposed to work. Missed. And then you fell down the hole, I guess. Bye. Oh, okay. Alright. That didn't go well. So how are you guys doing? I'm just sitting here. Dog by Bethesda. Also, if it's legit Winnie the Pooh, and then it's basically a Kingdom Hearts game. The one in, the guy in who's Zigmeyer in Dark Souls 1 is pretty much legit Winnie the Pooh. Digfred in this game, not quite so much, but still very Winnie the Pooh-esque. A legit Dark Souls clone based on Madoka, I would too. That would be amazing. I would love to see. Though Madoka really needs more, Madoka's really much more action-oriented and flashing. So, I don't know if the Dark Souls experience would quite work with it. Egon, etc., etc. Go over here, and here's our bear of very little brains now.
Oh. Pardon me, I was absorbed in thought.
Think.
I am Siegwart of Katarina. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow? Well, if I'm not mistaken, they come from this tower. Whoever it is, I'm sure I can talk some sense into them. But I have to find a way up, and that's just the trouble. This lift only goes down, you see, and... Well, That doesn't get me anywhere.
This is more tutorializing, by the way.
This lift, oh, with a little warming up, eventually... No. No.
Doesn't lead you by the hand or anything.
I've got to use my head and think.
Maybe Big Friend just has a rumbly in their tumbly.
This lift, oh, with a little...
Oh, Winnie the Pooh here definitely does. He thinks better on a full stomach. No, but for real, he does.
This lift, with a...
Yeah, I figured it out, bruh.
This lift, with...
Joy. Hi, Big Friend. You'll note that the giants in this age have their faces covered, have stuff stuck in them and things like that. It's kind of really sickening, just what's become of them.
Who are you? I help anytime.
This guy's a sweetheart.
I help anytime.
And he does. Oh, how he does. He can see most of the world from the top of this tower. Yeah, isn't he cool? Also, his weapon here, I call it the really great bow. All you say is, I want to be friends, and he's like, yeah, okay. He's pretty much the best. Hey, there was something in here. Right now... Do I have to reset things? No, he's made his way part way up now. I think it's this side I have to jump for. There we go. There's no explanation as to how he made his way part way up. ETF.
Oh,
down to friend.
Don't disappear like that. You had me downright worried. But thanks to you, an epiphany has struck me square in the head. I've unraveled the riddle of this inscrutable lift.
He's so great.
On some days, I begin to doubt myself. I went up the tower, so I thought, then somehow ended up here. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Anyhow, do you see that? That humongous beast? I'm no coward and I've a steady hand, but that thing makes my skin crawl. How now? Think twice before you go down that road.
That's, like, all I can think of. He just kind of tumbled off.
I could try talking some sense into him. No, I think not. He's far too overheated. I've got to use my head and think.
Sometimes Siegward has to be pushed into action. missed. Still missed.
No,
Oh, there we
you
go.
should have waited.
How would I wait?
Well, it's too late now. I, Siegward of the Knights of Katarina, fight by your side.
Turn towards Siegward. Turn towards Siegward. I don't want to be stuck up here. There we go. Knockback, bruh. We got him. And Siegward just sits right back down. Straight fell, he just didn't want to tell you. I appreciate that his approach is diplomatic every time. Giant flaming monstrosity. I bet I can talk it down. Maybe if I wait until it rains. Might say he has a fiery temper. I'll show myself out. He is, and he's just the sweetest. There's a lot of just really sweet characters in this.
That was quite a performance. But you mustn't get in over your head. We unkindled must put our duties first. But, for the moment, we've a toast to make.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Most unkindled have a specific duty. That's why they cling on to the embers like they do. It's like an animated dumpling, yes.
To your valor, my sword, and our victory together. Long may the sun shine.
Yes, they're Fal'Cie before Fal'Cie was a thing.
Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast.
And now he just falls asleep. Now there's other stuff to do in this part of the village. All the residents unfortunately died or hollowed while waiting for, trying to get away from or hide from the demon. Alright, so that's pointless. There's the northern set. Yeah, isn't that great? Zigmeyer gets kind of annoying in Dark Souls 1. Siegward here never gets annoying. He's just wonderful. Ah, there's the large club. One of my favorite weapons. I do not have the strength for it yet. I do have the equip load though, so I'll start raising my strength again. Let me just show you what it looks like. It's just a big stick. Come on. What? Hitboxes! What the fuck? Fucking Dark Souls. Absolutely precious, it doesn't even have a nail in it. The huge club is the upgraded version, of course. See that later. Try not to get stuck between a bunch of dudes, because there's some ambushes up here. Like right there. Those guys will drop as soon as you pick up the alluring skull there. So it's important you know that they're there. Mid arrows. Thank you. Yeah, the caged piles of corpses aren't... They're not exactly something you want to see in a dark alley. Alright, we're getting through this. Come over here. Here we go. Got this. Enemy ahead, therefore be wary of above. Thank you. You get an applaud. Now not what I meant to do, but okay. Yeah, mimics have the chain pointing forward. To loop here will be backwards. Oh yeah, there was a couple more. Human pine resin. Which I assume comes from the giants. Try rear. No. Friendship? Oh, right. I forgot there were two of these ladies here. Evangelists, that's what they're called. But you can also set them off one at a time. I am running out of arrows. Oh, crap. defeat the other in Mortal Kombat? Ah, stupid book swing. There. Back off. Feckless fecker. They fall like they're made of, I don't know, they're kind of like wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube men, right? The way they wobble and wiggle. They lose all sense of weight and form once the Havoc physics kick in. Because why bother customizing Havoc physics to make them look good in a game? No one does that. Who would do that? Putting effort into it. Shit. There's Flynn's ring. Which I don't have a lot of other rings to wear, so... This will not actually increase my attack because of how high my, that doesn't even do anything. Have to be below 50% before Flynn's ring has any effect. Way down from here. Not really, not without risking serious damage. It's fine. About as quick as it goes. I think that's the last thing to get on this side. Don't think that the jail key's over here. Jail key is... and the ash that I need are both where Big Friend is shooting. So let's pop back over to there, shall we? First, let's restock on arrows. Maybe Grey Rat's done with his morning now? Otherwise, I can just grab the weaker arrows from the handmaiden. I think the handmaid sells the key once I get the warden's ash. Should make sense. Sells a jail key. Yeah, he's done.
Ah, there you are. I was thinking. You know I'm a petty thief. Well, perhaps I'll go on the prowl. Everyone's dead or hollowed away anyway, right? So I might as well fetch some weapons or treasure for you.
Good idea, Gray.
Well, what do you say?
Now, he just found out his wife is dead. I brought him the bad news. He's sworn himself to my service. And he just spent the last while just crying on the floor.
Thank you. You will not be disappointed. Grey Rat the Thief was once a well-known name. Until I ended up rotting in a cell.
You can really hear how much pain he's in his voice. The voice acting in all these games is fucking stellar. $699 arrows. That'll keep me going for a while. I might as well, right? Yeah, let's just Grab all these arrows.
Goodbye.
Now I've got 99 and 600 in storage. And for some reason I still have 1,000. I guess you can only carry 600 of something in storage. Which I didn't know. Now I know. Half the battle, yada yada.
Ashen 1.
Alright, back to the dilapidated bridge. Now I can more or less safely continue on through this area. And yes, I did get the crystal lizard up top. Alright, now check this out. Good stuff. Thanks, big friend. An ember, soul, young white branch, another young white branch. I'll leave some of the young white branches there. I'll leave one of them. Unfriendly, these guys. Oh, bye. Reinforced club. Worker trousers. Let's see. Here we've got Undead Bone Shard. Oh, look at that guy just hanging there. That's lovely. He's decoration, not one that just happened to hang like that. That's a shame. I have gotten cool stuff like that to happen before. As the arrows stick around for a little while after they hit. There's the cleric set. And the Umbral Ash, or the Grave Warden's Ash, was a part of that as well. Maybe not. Around here somewhere. Thought that's where it was. That body. Oh well. Oh, here it is. Mortician's ashes. Or was the Grave Warden's ashes? That's later. If I bring these back to the handmaiden, who is wearing the old Firekeeper's uniform. Then I can buy the jail key. And with the jail key, I can free Egon's ward. His name I've forgotten.
Gracious, passing fine ash thou'st given. Let this ash bestow nourishment. I only hope these new wares content thee.
I like to think that the Shrine Handmaiden is actually the same woman who took care of the old Fire Keepers in Dark Souls 2. Alright, and there's the Grave Key. Getting the names of these wrong. There's a whole bunch of stuff to find down
Ashen
there.
one.
But now we get to meet a new character. This is the closest spot. Alright, come at me, rat. There we go. And we go on in. Now, if you accidentally kill someone you're not supposed to, and they refuse to talk to you after they revive, you come the hell back here and fucking get your sin absolved. And then it'll be like it never happened. Come rat me. What are you, Bing? On, bruh. I know I don't got what you want, but I got some great rap porn, bro. Hey Andy, what are you searching for? The rap porn? I don't know how much of what I'm saying you can hear because I'm kind of mumbling it for effect. But I'm sure you heard the words rat porn. I just realized what the skeleton's animation was. The animation of the skeletons coming to life is in this game. It's the branches of the giant picking up the bones and putting them back together. That is really goddamn cool. For anyone who wants to say the Dark Souls 2 and 3 aren't connected, they haven't been paying attention. I think there was maybe less enmity between the teams than I was led to believe. Wary of ambush. Oh right, this is the one where one appears in front of you and then behind you. Which means now I'm going to put my message here. I always put here. Wary of orientation front and then wary of behind. Toast. Oh, right. No, I don't even want to chase this fucker because I get ambushed. But I did it anyway. Right, he didn't run into the ambush spot. There it is. You may recognize this as one of the guys I kept killing up above. Now for a Titanite shard. Another Titanite shard. Wary of above, in short, enemy ahead. Get applause. Up. Blessed red and white shield +1. Visions of above, but try ranged battle. I mean, no, I can't see anyone from here. I see him. That's Egon, though. I'm not gonna do that. That's rude. Right. This room is full of rats. And I do mean absolutely fucking full of rats. Gotta wait for them to appear. Lots of rats. That can be a lot more stressful if you're not really good at fighting rats. Which, believe me, when you first start the game, rats are actually a big danger. Egon is fucking rude. But in the end, he's at least trying to do good. Even if he does it in a shitty way. I don't want to kill him, I just want to show him he was wrong.
Who is there? Is someone there? Anyone? Oh, please, whoever you are, touch me. The dark surrounds me, nibbles at my flesh. Little creatures, they never stop biting. So please, hold out your hand and touch me.
She is schizophrenic and blind, which is a terrifying way to be.
Ah, yes, there you are. So close, indeed. Then I am not entirely alone just yet. Praise the merciful gods above. Oh, forgive me. I am Irina of Karim. I came to this land so that I might be a firekeeper. Your touch has freed me from the darkness. You are a champion, then?
I'm something.
I am weak and unfit to tend the flames. But if it would not trouble you, might I enter into your service instead? Oh, thank you, sweet champion. I shall take my vows. I, Irina of Karim, solemnly swear to serve you.
Hooray! Now, she teaches miracles. She can also teach hexes, but that alters her storyline in a very... not a great way.
You've gone and rescued her, have you? How very quaint. Pitying creatures that are beyond help. Yeah, very well. I'm sick of looking after her at any rate. I am Egon, a knight of Karim. I am allied to you for as long as you assure the girl's safety. And only for that long.
He's the asylum demon. I am 90% certain when the timeline rolls back around to Dark Souls 1, he is corrupted into the asylum demon.
What's the matter? My terms are very simple. I'm allied to you for as long as you assure the girl's safety. And only for that long.
Hey, here's someone wearing just the onion top. That looks hilarious.
What's the matter? I'm an
Alright, now it's time to actually fight Mad Tree. What's left of one of the great giants. We all remember the great giants, right? Now, if I recall, the idea of the first part of the tree is to take out its globs. The second part involves a lot of running to the opposite side of the room and getting it to do its charge move and fall over.
Ah,
First club, that's a one-handed club. Most of this stuff. I keep around some of the cool weapons. Saint's Talisman. Right, that's the one with a shitty. Got a slightly higher spell buff though. Got wood shield. Weapon skill shield, I've got a better one. Parry shield. Parry shield. Both suck. Feel bad. That one around. Got the +1. The cleric's hat. My doubles. Yeah, in this game you can actually sell stuff. It's pretty nice. It's very tech.
Ashen.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then take note.
Get that strength up. Yeah, let's move force because it's really not very good. On heal aid. I have a very quick to use heal spell as well. In case I need to restore just a little bit. That one doesn't make you crouch, which is nice. Alright, back to Dilapidated Bridge. And time to fight Curse-Rotted Greatroot. The last of the great giants. should say the last of the last of the free great giants, because you actually do find some other great giants later in the game. All right, let's not get hit by him this time. Now let's try that, not getting hit by him. Now I remember this fight being a little janky in the second part, but not too bad. The first part's not... The first part functions as intended. Problem is, it's intended to function kind of poorly, because there's just dudes everywhere. Oh my god, now I'm fucking up on easy fights. Give me a sec to get back into this. Let's enkindle too. Baited by Mad Dark Spirit, Holy Knight. Oh yeah, I forgot this guy was here. Holy shit, I forgot all about Hodrick. Here he is. Got a lot of HP. Okay, I'm screwed. Hey, I beat him. I should have just led him to the big friend's tree. But no, I did it the hard way. That was fun. I'm actually kind of surprised that that worked. I'm actually surprised I got out of that as well as I did. There we go. No problem. On to the next one. Go. Now, the idea here is I gotta kill as many of these dudes as possible before approaching. The tree will kill some of them when it wakes. No NPC for this fight. Again. But you see, that's what happens when the giants hollow. Horrifying, right? They get it even worse than humans. Good job. Alright. That should do it, I think. First rotted grapewood. Oops. Is that the last of it? Yep, here we go. Did I just accidentally kill another body part? Okay, I don't remember where to attack here. Oh! Right, I forgot he can sit on you. As you can see, boss designs stay strong in this series. Crap. Need to be on the right side of it. Cut it in the vagina. And done. Huh, thought I was gonna have trouble with that. I always surprise myself, don't I? I keep thinking, oh, this game's gonna be harder than it is. They've got me going at this point. I keep expecting, even though I've beaten the game without too terribly much trouble before, I still fucking expect it to be harder than it is. And this, by the way, is why you can't get Moundmaker's Covenant if you wait until after fighting Curse-Rotted Greyroot. Yeah, he didn't make it out of that. Who's the Moundmaker now, bitch? Alright, boss defeated. So, yeah. That was the dance champion of our local chapter of the Dance Souls competition. Having defeated both Boards of the Eat Pant Valley and Dance Rotted Greyroot, we can now continue on to state.
Ah, well met, Ashen One. How may I be of service?
And now I just got those boss souls.
Ashen One.
Alright, we've got the kiln now. And this is the fellow what needs it.
Fret not, fret not. My feet are here firmly planted. For I am a lord, and this is my throne. Oh, belike it is a transposing kiln in thy possession. Seen better days, but methinks it shall suffice. Now, bring to me a twisted soul. Transposition is the art of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. In transposing a twisted soul, its true power transferreth to thee. Thy purpose is to seek lords and slay them. What's to fear in a little transposition now?
Let's see. Soul of the Curse-Rotted Greatwood gets you the Hollow Slayer Greatsword. Unfortunately, a primarily dexterity-based greatsword. Pontiff's Left Eye, a pretty nice one. As is Bort's Great Hammer. That's the hammer he uses to eat all those pant. Aristor's Spear. So there's really nothing super great that we can get right now. Except the Pontiff's Left Eye is probably the best out of all of these. And you know, I need to collect all the rings at some point anyway, because I don't have that achievement. So let's do that. Quartz Great Hammer is... It's very decent, but it's not amazing, so... Pontiff's Left Eye is probably the better bet.
Knowest thou of our 5 thrones will take 5 lords, as kindling for the linking of the
What
fire.
about the Chaos Emeralds? I've
The
already got all of
fast-fading
those.
flame must be linked to
They're,
preserve this world.
I don't have a joke, and I thought I would by the
Reenactment
time I was done
of
talking.
the first linking of the fire. So it is, I became a lord of Cinder. I may be but small, but I will die a colossus.
So he's got the same story as Squirrel, essentially. He's probably her successor.
Do not be away over long.
But we've got to get the 5 dance souls together. And once we have the 5 dance souls, then we can enter the finals. Like how she just falls asleep there. She's been taking care of those old ladies for so long, and now she finally sort of gets to rest. Alright, so we don't need the Curse-Rotted Greatwood Soul. So we'll just use it up. Duyun dragged off stage by comically large hook.
Welcome home, speak thine heart. Very well, then take note.
Exactly. I need to look at what miracles Irina can teach me.
Farewell, Ashen Maiden.
Went to all the trouble of picking her up. May as well go see her.
Oh, Champion of Ash, I was not meant to be a firekeeper, but I am honored to serve you beside the bonfire. The gods are ever merciful. I am yours now.
Can buy the Saint's Ring, which is very nice. May as well get it because it's cheap. Caressing Tears. Replenishment. Replenishment is good to have on hand. And Homeward, which is Homeward Bone. For now, let's at least get Replenishment and Caressing Tears.
You know, in my home of Karim, I was a nun. I would be pleased to share the tales of miracles with you. Although, to be honest, I only know a few. But if I had a divine tome, I could tell you many tales and more. Oh, only I cannot see. Terribly sorry. But you'll have to find me a divine tome in Braille. Have a pleasant journey, Champion of Ash. I pray for your safety.
And there are a few Braille divine tomes you can find throughout the world. Now, I don't think we're going to do the Hollowing storyline because it's too goddamn depressing. But we can at least go to see the old guy.
Oh, our champion of Ash, welcome home. This pilgrim, with a debt in death, hardly deserves to behold this divine flame. And I never would have, had you not taken me into your service. I thank you dearly for this, and assure you of my leal service.
Now, if you draw out True Strength, that sets off the Hollowing storyline. And the more True Strength you draw out, the more you can hollow.
Be safe, champion of Ash.
In any case, I've got to burn this bone shard, which will strengthen my Estus healing. I think I do it at the fire. Yep, There we go. Estus Flask +1.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart. Very well. Then touch the darkness within
And the
you.
fact that there's a bunch of Braille tomes fits
Take
well with the idea
nourishment
that
from these
firekeepers are all
softened
supposed to have their
souls.
eyes cut out. Yep, does in fact. It seems kind of weird at first glance until you learn more of the lore. Starting to get a little Harryhausen. Gonna have to speak English.
Farewell, Ashen One.
You mean my voice is crackling? I will plug in my headphones. Alright, there we go. Now, how do I get to the Road of Sacrifices? I actually don't remember where the Road of Sacrifices starts. Like stop motion? No, I lost a bunch of frames there. Definitely lost a bunch of frames there. About 4,000 of them in the space of about 30 seconds. So, you know, frustrating, but something that happens. To Irina, the sewers. Oh, right. I go through the friggin' sewers under the poo tower. Cliff underside, dilapidated bridge will be the closest. Going back the other way, what am I thinking? Right? Here we go, right, across the bridge here. Take that. Walking down the street with my baseball bat. I don't have a baseball bat. I just have a sword that's about the size and shape of one. I do have a baseball bat. I just can't equip it yet. I think I smell a rat. Bye. It's not time for that. could have been much worse. Oh, and then he jumped down the hole again. Good job there. I'm happy to have you on the show. What's that? What are you holding? Oh, the great machete. Equip that yet either. That's 24 strength. Alright, now our first night, well, technically our second night of the Boreal Valley appears here, and there's a couple ways to fight him. I'm gonna try and do the easy way, just because it's funny as shit. Now this is what we call the easy way. Come on. Now, up here. Dude, come on. No, don't walk back to your spawn point. Come over here. Come on. Bye. And that's how we do that. Some people just got 2 left feet, you know? Some people can't do this dance. Why? Because he fell down a well, actually. Because he fell down a shaft, actually. Alright then. Now we're about to run into something that's bizarrely attempting to be really heteronormative while ending up being really gay. Just up ahead. I thought it was before I started running into these things, but I guess not. No, it's halfway through, I remember. This place is a pain in the ass, because these guys are just plopped down completely at random all over the place. It's not well designed. Got a minute before the gay stuff. So get a gay drink and do some gay stretches. Uh-huh. I also love it when they aim for super hetero and wind up making it as gay as possible. There's the wizard. No, don't do that. don't kill the wizards quickly enough, they will shriek, and then all of those guys will super aggro at once. And there's certain builds that you just cannot kill the wizard fast enough. The only reason I can is because extremely high damage. Normally, you would need to have very fast attacks or powerful ranged stuff. Those are the three options. If you're doing rapid, if you're using, I don't know, if you're using arrows, if you're an archer this early, you're basically screwed on that, and you have to run the hell away. Yes, I miss it. Thanks for streaming. I really love the look of this Dark Souls best so far, even if I missed the dragon tooth on a stick a little. Back in a while. Alright, we'll see you later. Soon. Hopefully. Doesn't matter. Don't rush yourself. You know what I mean. Okay. Okay. That went well. I'm not sure how she critted me there. I guess I had less stamina left than I thought. Machete eats stamina, that makes sense. Come on. Alright, you're blocking my view. Thank you. Right. Okay. I accidentally equipped my bow. Come on. Oh, come on! How come I can't turn around that fast after an attack like that? Oh, that's frustrating. I don't have the build for this. Alright, we're gonna try that again. Go, no problem. Both dead, both perfectly synchronized. There's no falling. I thought jumping off was a thing too. How about just orientation, try down. Gestures, point down. Come on! She just kicked me mid-roll. Now this is embarrassing. I can't think of a single time I've died to her before. Ugh. As far as I can tell, this is all me. Maybe it's that I'm trying to fight her like you fight a Dark Souls 1 NPC slash invader? Or a Dark Souls 2, rather? So let's try adjusting our strategy. Now, drop again. Regular heal. Switch to Claymore. Hey, her attack is definitely faster than mine. Bye-bye. The fuck out of my game. There's another place to drop off around somewhere. I remember this. Oh yeah, you're not actually dead, are you? Alright. Night shard. It's around and through. Set this guy off. Doesn't matter, he's the last one. No, not the last one. Alright, that's the last one though. Yeah, there's fire. Now I rip you to shreds. Hidden path ahead. That's true. Get an applause. Wary of duo. Oh, right. There's the mama dog and the other dog. The saddest damn thing. There's Morn's Ring. Over here we got Braille Divine Tome of Kareem. Right, I was going to put Morn's Ring. Morn's Ring is boosts miracles, which, of course, that's excellent for me. And Pontiff's Left Eye. That puts me at exactly 70. So I won't be fat rolling. We'll need to continue to raise equipment load, though. Put on lighter armor. I don't wear as heavy of armor in this game as I do in Dark Souls 1 anyway. Or Dark Souls 2. Because the Dancer's armor is just so fucking good. And it is, it's medium armor. And here we are, the gay stuff. I think I am actually going to quit for now and come back to this maybe later tonight or tomorrow, though. So anyone watching on VOD or in invisible mode or whatever, thank you for joining us. I appreciate your company. You can see what everyone else is streaming below. I guess it's about time to start adding Kristen's stuff onto that. We will see you next time. Hit that follow button if you want to keep up with any of us. All right. Bye-bye.